This week, we're back on the road again for a new chapter of the special Hobie Outdoor Adventures Road Trip Edition. We're starting out in Alabama with our celebrity guests, NFL Hall of Famer Jackie Smith and his best friend Hank Parker, one of America's greatest bass fishermen. They'll be the first to try out the newest member of the Pro Angler family, the Hobie Pro Angler 17T. Welcome to Hobie Outdoor Adventures. Each week, we'll take the Hobies and peruse the country in search of adventure, fun, and fish. Whether we're drifting a stream, dissecting a lake, or covering an ocean, we'll show you the tips and tactics to make your next trip successful. Come with us, set your sail, and discover what life in a Hobie is all about. This is Hobie Outdoor Adventures, Road Trip Edition.
We're back again for another Hobie Outdoor Adventure. We had a blast last year, and the premise behind this is getting in your Hobie, loading your vehicle up, throwing your rods and reels in there and hitting the road and enjoying some time off and fishing some areas that you might not normally fish. We're at it again, and we're gonna try hard and share some cool adventures with you guys.
The road trip edition for Hobie Outdoor Adventures was something that really we kind of dreamed up because that's what we do. And a lot of kayakers are active out on the road, making trips, finding new places, and the new adventures. So it just kind of made sense to start doing that with the show and really live the lifestyle that we like to live. We're in South Central Alabama this week, just outside of Troy, and fishing Lake Caroline. And this is the maiden voyage of the Pro Angler 17T, our new kayak in the Pro Angler family. We introduced it in 2009. That boat won Best of Show at the ICAST Awards. In 11, we reintroduced it in the 12-foot model. So we had a 12, a 14. We've had a lot of demand for a new boat. This year, we added the Pro Angler 17T, and that allows you and a buddy to take a Pro Angler out together and catch fish.
We drove out to this beautiful lake and lodge that we've been staying at and met up with two of our celebrities, Hank Parker and Jackie Smith. Jackie's an NFL Hall of Famer, and Hank is a really famous bass fisherman and just an outdoorsman who's well known around the country. So just to be around these two guys is awesome in itself. Those two are really good friends. They're always giving each other a hard time. So it's fun to see them laughing and relaxing a little bit. I know they both work and travel a bunch. And that's what, spending time in a Hobie is all about. You get to forget about the busy stuff, get out on the water with a friend, enjoy your time, and catch some fish.
I can already see they need to be taking fish out of here bad.
If you catch it that small ones that quick?
Should not be catching fish that size at all.
Is that the same size again?
That's the same fish, I've already made the mess. Just let me tell you this, if you'll hurry up and get that done where we can go fishing. All right, now hold on, let me tell you what we need to do.
Okay.
We're gonna pedal, 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 pedal.
Pedal? We're doing that.
Are you pedaling?
Yes, sir.
Pedal, pedal, pedal. Let me hear you sing, riding along my automobile.
Riding along in my automobile.
You're doing good, brother. We're gonna have fun. Jackie and I have got a lot in common. We both love to cut up. We both love life, and I'm quick-witted, and Jackie's the opposite of that. So we have to play on that.
Well, it broke. Look at that.
You tied the bug on. I didn't.
I know, but the line broke. I didn't have to.
Well, it was your knot. It wasn't nothing to do with the line.
Shut up.
It didn't have a thing to do with the line. It was the man what tied it.
Listen, I can still reach you, so leave me alone.
Got a bigger one, Jackie.
Wow.
These weigh 1 ounce more than the last one. Well, this boat is smooth as silk and stable, stable, stable. That wind's blowing pretty good, and it isn't.
Yeah, well, the thing about these Mirage drives, that even as big of a side this is to blow against, it's really very stable. Moves along in the wind.
It does. Me and my buddy riding along in my automobile.
Have you guys, oh, somebody's over there already.
That's all right, we're going over there anyway. Plenty of room for two, my brother. Come on, let's ride. We're gonna ride.
Gonna go bye-bye here?
We're going bye-bye.
We thought you could go fast with one Mirage drive, but try putting two guys in a boat and pedaling after breaking fish or heading to the next spot, and you really get going even faster. And it's really surprising because it's extremely wide. It's got all the amenities that you need for how fast it is. You know, once it's on the water, you are game on fishing.
This episode of Hobie Outdoor Adventures is brought to you by Power Pole, Micro Anchor, Swift, Silent, Secure, and Small. Lowrance, find, navigate, dominate with the new HDS Gen 2 Touch. And by AFTCO, American Fishing Tackle Company. Welcome back to the special Hobie Outdoor Adventures Road Trip Edition. We're in south central Alabama on Lake Caroline. This private lake is about 17 years old and covers 188 acres.
How'd you just pull it easy like that, Hank, and that's it?
Let her sink. They hit it going down. Just throw it in there and let it sink. Double up, Jackie.
I saw him moving with it.
Double up. Just letting her sink, wasn't you?
Yeah. I saw the bush move before I felt the hoof before I did it.
Well, usually you'll see that line, your line twitch. That's a bald eagle. Bald eagle, Jackie. That's pretty amazing right there.
That is, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Bald eagle. Hey, videoed you zip lining? I'm gonna tell you one thing. We're in a new Hobie Pro Angler. It's extremely stable, but they've gone a step further with this new built for two. I've waited all this time for them to come out with a boat where I could get Jackie to pedal me around. That's not easy, you know? So now I got it where Jackie can pedal me around. I can just sit back here and fish, let him do all the work.
Yeah, but who's back in the back with the steering mechanism there? Okay.
Well, I didn't tell everything. I can control the steering from back here, which is really, really cool. It's all coordinated. There's actually 3 steering wheels and they all work together, so that's pretty neat. Oh, God. I hope you catch that fish out of that bush instead of just messing around. He's still on there.
Yeah.
See, oh, he got off. He got off. I watched all that.
That was bigger than the regular little guy we've been catching.
Sure he was.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-oh. Now I broke my line.
Oh.
Oh, he was way bigger than what we've been catching. That one was.
You know, I said, you know who you remind me of? He said, who? I said, me. I said, I never realized I was so obnoxious. And because I try to rib people about everything they say, and I take them in words and make them mean something else. I'm really glad I spent the day in the water with you because I'm just going to change my personality a little bit so I'm a little bit more of a pleasant guy. There's an eagle. See the eagle? That's another eagle.
How about that? How do you know it wasn't the same one, Jackie? Explain that to me.
A different shadow.
Different shadow. I like that. You're a smart guy.
Oh, hold on here.
Talk to me about how much bigger this one's going to be. Come on.
Oh, this is not that big.
Yeah, If you had to ask me, what is the reason you would want to have a Pro Angler or even a Hobie Mirage Drive kayak, is it's fun. It brings fun into fishing. It gives you access to water that is normally inaccessible. Any big boat, power boat, you get back in the flats and areas and water that you can't get. Don't interrupt me while that fish so rudely interrupted me. But it gives you the opportunity to access water that you normally couldn't. And the part about being in the wilderness or in the outdoors and being so quiet and enjoying the silence and wildlife And Jackie, you gonna get that fish in, or you gonna just play? He's fighting a brush pile.
I know it. That's what I'm trying
And
to let
he's
him
doing
go.
it. There's the bald eagle. Let's look at that bald eagle with the sun shining on it.
We gotta do one thing at a time. I'm trying to catch a fish. I'm gonna ease him out of there. Come on.
Yeah, if you ease him out there, I'll eat him, eyeballs, scales, guts, and all. Anything else you need?
I'm going to get him out of here.
Sure you are. I cannot believe that. I gotta eat that fish, eyeballs, scales, guts, and all. I'm glad he's not a big one. You really did have a fish the whole time.
It's amazing.
How big is it? He is bigger than the rest of them. Put it over here where we can see it on video.
Oh, they finally got him out of there.
I can't believe you really had a fish.
Stay tuned. Hobie Outdoor Adventures will be right back. Welcome back to the special Hobie Outdoor Adventures Road Trip Edition. We're on the private lake called Lake Caroline, just outside of Troy, Alabama.
This is absolutely a beautiful place.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm having fun. You would not believe how much I had to pay the guys over at Hobie to design a boat you could pedal me around in.
Well, I'll figure out how to do that in a minute, but you're showing me how, evidently.
Well, I wanted them to put one where they had a cage around the front of it. We were going to call it a rickshaw, just where you could just ride me around. You couldn't fish.
You could do it, too. You know, the thing about it, you know, you can steer from up here. I don't know if we talked about any of these.
Yeah, I said we could steer it in
boat.
3 different places. That's pretty cool. Your seat will actually turn around, and we'll show this in a little bit.
Yep.
You can face me.
Right.
With 3 Mirage drive wells, this boat can be configured as a single or a tandem. If you like big comfort, big storage, and big capacity, this is the ultimate single fishing platform. When using it as a tandem, you can go with the more traditional tournament-style fishing where both users are facing in the same direction, or you can turn the front seat around so that it faces the back seat, and you can have a more social experience.
You know, Jackie, the one thing that we don't talk enough about, the pro angler is far more serious fishing machine. I mean, you can put 7 or 8 rods in them. You've got tackle storage like you wouldn't believe. You've got live well accessories. You've got electronic accessories. You've got stability like we've never, ever had. I mean, this thing is very, very stable. You've got incredibly comfortable seats. It's an all-day fishing machine, but it's still fun. It is so much fun. Uh-oh, I got it behind me. Oop. Boy, he is a big one, Jackie.
Poor little guy, he jerked his lips off, I think.
He is a big one. Just keep fishing. I don't want you to really look back here because I know it'd embarrass you if you saw how big this fish is, but I'm gonna say he's between 7 and 9
Yep.
inches.
Yep. Yep.
I think if you want get a great big backlash or break your rod or break your arm or your leg or pick your nose when we get up here on this next point, we'll catch one.
Well,
Every time I've had a big fish on, you've been picking your nose, so we had to edit it out.
well, you know, I just thought I was so surprised that I could do that while I was doing the rest of the stuff. I was just proud of myself.
Oh.
Well, I may try something else here,
Well, you may and you may not.
but I don't know, with these weeds, that's what I just,
You're doing pretty good. Where the deer have been rubbing his horns on that.
okay. Whoa, ho, 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 ho.
Out on the point, Jackie.
Look at you.
Just out on the old point. Man, I wish you could catch one that big.
Wow. You know, you ought to be one of them professional fishermen I heard about. Right here.
Come on, big boy, show me what you got.
More on Hobie Outdoor Adventures when we come back. This episode of Hobie Outdoor Adventures has been brought to you by Daiwa, advancing the sport of fishing. Hobie Polarized, trusted, quality, heritage. And by St. Croix Rod, best rods on earth.
You know what we just did right here? You get these fish and this water has come up, they've had a lot of rain, and we literally just eased in these bushes without making a single sound. We're low profile of the water, we're not causing any boat riffles, and we just kind of slide in this little back end area where these fish are very, very skittish because the water column is actually warmer on the surface than it is the bottom. So they're suspended up in this grass, and it doesn't take hardly anything to spook them. So to be able to pull back here like this and not spook them at all and be this quiet is pretty remarkable.
That's always been one of the big advantages of this boat, is to be so smooth and so quiet. Even when you're working, if you're paddling, you're gonna make not a lot of noise, but enough noise to...
There he is, right back there in that grass.
Yeah, buddy, go get him.
How about that back end? We're struggling catching big fish, but we're catching plenty of fish. I caught that one on a Berkeley heavyweight sinking worm. There ought to be one back there with a spinnerbait.
Oh, there we go.
There ought to be one back there with a spinnerbait.
He's a little bit heavier than that one.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Kind of the way that
it's the way
works for me.
Well, you know, when you get to my level of experience and expertise, you'll be able to come along
and do that same thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too concerned about it. You gotta keep working at it though.
All you want to do is put yours up here in the bushes where nobody gets to see it. So as far as we're concerned, you didn't catch him. You get no credit for him at all. That's pretty good.
Here he is.
No,
back there.
No, doesn't count. Doesn't count. Wrong side of the boat.
There you go.
Nope, means nothing. Didn't catch it.
Wait a minute, this is his good side here.
Didn't catch it.
That's a good side.
Means nothing.
All right.
Means nothing. Means nothing. So you got to catch them on this side of the boat.
I think we hemmed them in back there.
That's pretty good because we're being really quiet.
The power of these Mirage jives. We're just easing along here, and the boat, just like we're doing right now, it's quiet. If you had to do this with a paddle or even a trolling motor, there'd be some noise involved.
Well, if you're doing it with a paddle, you wouldn't be fishing. The whole time I'm pedaling, I'm fishing.
That's right.
And if you're paddling, you can't be fishing. The only time I paddle is for reverse. And that's when you push me in the bushes because you're so rudely cut me off and you don't leave me adequate places to cast. So I have to maneuver the boat in such a way I end up in the bushes and have to go to reverse. But if I were fishing with a polite angler, I would probably never have to pick up the paddle.
If you were fishing with a polite angler, you would not be sitting in the boat. I mean, even a polite angler would be throwing your butt out of the boat here before long.
Look what my man's done got a hold of.
Whoa.
Come on. Oh my goodness. He's gonna hurt you. Show the camera over here, Jackie. There you go.
Well, you're gonna see how you worked on a little video, wide fisherman here in a minute.
You can't say bad words, Jackie.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't say wide anymore.
Yeah, don't say that. You know, that's a smart donkey.
I've never seen that many in one wad, to tell you the truth.
That's the third time you said that. Jackie is fascinated with the turtles, you know. He thinks I'm really dumb, and he has to repeat things to me 15 or 20 times because he thinks I don't get it. So he had to tell me, boy, that's the most turtles I've ever seen. That's the most turtles I've ever seen. Hank, I don't know that I've ever seen that many turtles. So I just started playing it back to her. Jackie, look at all those turtles. Jackie, have you ever seen so many turtles? Jackie, that's as many turtles as I've ever seen. So we saw a lot of turtles. Jackie, why don't you take a picture of all the turtles?
Okay. Oh no.
Only thing he asked when we came in here is please don't harass my turtles. People talk about a drug problem in America, an alcohol problem with our kids. I think one of the problems is we don't spend enough time with our children, quality time. And it's hard to have a heart-to-heart with your kid driving them to school in 15 minutes. You got to set the stage and create the environment, and I think that's what fishing does. Jackie, it seems like if we catch them on a floating worm or on a jig or on a sinking worm or a spinner bait or whatever we catch, they're all the same size. We keep pecking around. I think we might go in and have some lunch and come back and get offshore.
I couldn't agree with you more, but the good thing about it is that we're shooting the breeze. I'm enjoying being with you, and we're out here on a beautiful place, one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. If we don't catch a big fish, I'll be fine with me. I'm just glad to be with you, big boy.
Well, I feel very fortunate to be with you, but I just seem to be catching some big fish while we're doing it.
Well, I don't like you that much either.
Next week, it's the full coverage of the inaugural Hobie Bass Open at the legendary fisheries of Kentucky and Barkley Lakes. We'll find out who'll be crowned the first title and qualify for the 2014 Hobie Fishing World Championship in Europe.
Yep, I put them in the bag.
Oh, watch it. You're getting me wet here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I sure didn't mean to do that.
Oh, yeah.
That was a total accident.